Hey everyone, I'm your host Natalie Bodie. On the show today is a dynamic playmaker who made a name for himself with highlight reel catches and explosive speed. After an All-American career at USC, he went on to become a key weapon in the NFL, most notably during his time in Jacksonville. Please welcome the one and only Marqise Lee to the show. I was in high school, like I said, in a neighboring town, and I tell everyone to this day when people say anything about like, who's one of the athletes that changed the landscape? Johnny Manziel. If he did not have the Heisman season he had at Texas A&M, they don't have those facilities. Was that pre-SEC or was that when they had just gotten into the SEC?
Did I just got into the SEC at that time, I believe?
He changed everything.
Hey, listen.
He changed everything there. He changed everything.
That was my best college career, and I thought I was doing amazing. When I watched him play on TV, you got to understand, though, for people who actually play football and the dynamic of which Alabama had at that time, like if you knew Alabama team, like they was unstoppable. I met Johnny when I won the Biletnikoff. So that year I won the Biletnikoff. The Natty ended up inviting everybody who won the award out to the game. We went out to the game, was able to see the game, got introduced and things like that. This is funny.
You're talking about A&M at Alabama.
No, I'm talking about after all that and Johnny won the Heisman.
Oh, so okay, I got you.
So after watching all those amazing games, I know why Johnny won the Heisman. Everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta understand, nobody beat Alabama at that time, and he did. When I say the media, when I got to Miami to go to that national championship game, I met Johnny there. We went for an event. He had 5 securities around him. Wow. When I hopped out the bus, I looked at him like, dang, it's not that important. Like, it really was. Like, people don't understand, like, the fame in which it went overnight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to do that to Alabama twice, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you probably didn't win twice, but the dynamic of how you played twice, you feel what I'm saying? You showed what you was capable of doing. So people loved that. Like, he was loved in Miami. Like, when I say loved, like, the most I ever seen something that you low-key wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, dang, this is crazy. Like, he in college, reaping the benefit of, I feel like somebody in the NFL was having. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but he did the work. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. We got to the game. Then after we got to the game, we did all that things, and it's crazy. Johnny came out with a documentary, pretty much about Johnny life and things like that. So part of that, the documentary, I was actually there for a couple of days for. Not the whole time, but I got the opportunity to meet Johnny and his manager at the time in Miami. We went to the game. After we went to the game, Johnny asked me to come. He asked me to come to the house. Not even to the house. He asked me honestly, okay, we went to the game and Johnny asked me after the game, like, are you doing anything? I'm like, no, I'm not doing nothing, bro. Like, I'm pretty much going home tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, after this game. So he was like, you trying to go out tonight? So, you know me, I'm like, I'm in Miami.
They love him here.
They love him here. Like, it's my last night here, you feel what I'm saying? Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? He asked me out, like, it's good vibes, good people. So we ended up stepping out. And so we thought. You know what I'm saying? From that point on, you feel what I'm saying, I thought we was going to the club, but then we went to a friend's house or somebody's house. I don't know whose house, but somebody's house. From there, we walked in, and that's when it's probably seen the craziest thing of my life. I walked in, and it was just A&M stuff, like, everywhere. Like, everywhere.
Just merch, like, wall to wall.
Like, wall to wall. People, like, you can clearly see they loved them, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we was in there just chilling, honestly. Then they asked Johnny to sign some things. He signed. We was in there for, like, hours.
What were you doing while he was signing everything?
Honestly, we was chilling. We was at a nice apartment, so they had a nice balcony and things like that. So we was on the balcony, we was chilling, watching TV, drinking, things like that. Like, nothing too crazy. We was all relaxing, just watching Johnny sign, honestly. You never really see nothing weird. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see Johnny get up, move, go nowhere, you feel what I'm saying? Things like that. But just signing. You know what I'm saying? So I sit there. At that time, I have no clue what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, we there for like, 3 or 4 hours?
That's a while.
He's not signing the whole time, getting up, we eating, things like that. But he was signing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, not knowing anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm there with him, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So
was he saying anything about it? Like addressing it? Did he even tell you? Okay.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, we got to make a stop real quick and we'll go to the club. So at that time, I didn't even know Miami clubs started at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or whatever the time they start. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up doing there, signing, and after that, it was like 2 o'clock. I look up, it was like 2 o'clock. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're about to go back to the hotel. He was like, no, we're going to the club now. So I'm like, wait, no way.
Your night has just begun.
Oh, it was lit. And that's when we partied with Rick Ross. That was my first time ever meeting Rick Ross. You feel what I'm saying? Party with Rick Ross. Of course, I knew Johnny knew a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? At that time, his fame was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dealt with Rick Ross, party with Rick Ross, have fun. Then literally before the end of the night, Johnny looked at me like, yo, bro, you going home tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I got to shake. And at this time, you know what I'm saying, like, I really didn't have the finances to really stay in Miami at the point. I'm not even going to lie to you. But Johnny looked at me and was like, don't worry. I got you. I got you. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, I got you. So I'm like, all right. At this point in time, I'm contemplating in my head, like, should I trust this? He like, just be downstairs. Once we get back, you feel what I'm saying, just be down there stairs at a certain time. The time that he gave me was after the time in which the bus left to send us back to the airport. So I really had a decision in my room on what I wanted to do because I know if I would have missed that flight, you feel what I'm saying, and he had left, I would have been stuck. I went downstairs and Johnny had the black truck waiting.
Came through.
He was in there. It was him and his manager, and honestly, we was chilling. And then we took the black truck and we went straight to Fountain Blue. First time I ever found out what Fountain Blue was. You feel what I'm saying? We went to Fountain Blue and we ended up getting a big suite in there and stayed there for the next like 4 days, 5 days. But during the midst of the 5 days, we had appointments, like signing appointments. It was like he was meeting new people, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like, I don't think people understand. It's like when he stepped in whatever city he stepped in, like whoever wanted to really meet him, who had high ends to meet him, like, of course you had to make arrangements, you feel what I'm saying? But like, it was so many people pulling at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, now NIL is going, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time, as y'all can see, when y'all see the documentary, he put on that facade like they had money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never know what he was going through. You feel what I'm saying? At those times and what he needed it for. Not saying it's okay at that time, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know.
Did you ever find out what he made off of all the signings? Did he ever release that? Does anyone know? Because I know they launched the investigation into it. It came out.
You'll never find out.
Really?
But during the time we was in Miami, I gotta say he probably left with at least 80 to 100 cash.
It's so crazy to think about what he missed out on NIL. I mean, everyone, there's multiple people, but he's always in the constant top 3, top 5 of athletes who would have made millions in NIL money.
Nah, he would have made way more than what he made in the NFL.
Yeah, I believe that.
For sure. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the dynamic of what he gave you feel what I'm saying, and the dynamic of what the NIL is giving at this point, you feel what I'm saying? Like, no offense to the kids now, but what Johnny was, has there ever been a Johnny since then?
No, I don't think so. Why do you think he got so big? What was it the perfect storm of?
Man, honestly, it was the team. It was It was him and his team. And
Mike Evans, I remember that duo was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that was.
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Like a lot, and people not understanding his offensive line. Someone went first round and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the dynamic of the team. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it's how you hold yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Evans not the type to want to get out there. You know what I'm saying? He's always been chill. Y'all see in the NFL, heck of chill. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? Johnny was that perfect guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like every face of every organization in college going primary start with the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the quarterback really know how to ride that wave, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, some quarterbacks think, okay, it's laid back, chill, and it's okay. Johnny wasn't that way. You feel what I'm saying? Johnny was the one like, oh, yeah, I'm going to ride this wave. And you say I'm good, yeah, you're right, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is he went out there and showed you day in and day out in college. You know what I'm saying? Like NFL, you can talk about what he did in NFL, but we're not talking about NFL. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about college. And at this point, like he did what people thought would never be done.
It was crazy. His brand of football was it was like a backyard style of football. He'd just scramble around. It was exciting. And at that time, people, and still now, I think, people in Texas, specifically A&M fans, they were starved for that. So it was a perfect storm. The biggest stage of college football, a freshman to be doing that.
Then you're giving them something new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I played in college, it was pro style. Even a lot of teams was pro style. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he gave you something new. Imagine making the best defensive line in Alabama miss a tackle. Splitting 2.5, then making a throw for a touchdown. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was things that I played for a solid team in college. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a great team in college. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I'm thinking, like, dang, it's going to be hard for us to beat him. Like, he was going out there and acting like it was nothing. And people not understanding the size in which he was and things like that. Like, he wasn't no 6'5", you know what I'm saying? Like, paper, they might say 6 foot. He's not even that. You know what I'm saying? He probably 5'10".
It's wild to think about that.
5'11". I give you 6 feet, Johnny.
When you were with him in Miami, was Rick Ross the most famous celebrity you guys partied with?
Yeah, for sure. Because I only went partying with him once, and that was that night that he asked me to go out with him. Then after that, it was more of shopping and business.
So you obviously saw all of that firsthand and what Johnny Manziel was experiencing. But your career at SC, I mean, you had to probably have seen some stuff like that, right? At a top brand in college football?
That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I seen that from that experience from Johnny, I was kind of feeling some type of way. I'm not even going to lie to you. But nah, when I decided to go to SC at that point, we was on sanctions. We was dealing with all that Reggie Bush things and things like that. We only had a certain amount of scholarships. So,
was that before you made the decision? You knew about the sanctions or after?
No, I knew about the sanctions before I made the decision.
You still wanted to go.
I know.
Why was it just because you're a hometown kid? That's where you wanted to be? I mean, obviously it's a great brand, but I'm sure that had to factor in at some point.
Nah. What factored in my decision to go into USC was my sister. We was in foster care, getting moved around. I actually wanted to leave California. I didn't want to stay.
Where would you have gone if you left?
It's crazy. But I was actually thinking of going to Miami.
You'd have fun there, too.
Yeah, I was actually, you could ask some kids I went to high school. Like, I used to walk around there with a Miami sweater. Like, I wanted to go to Miami. But it came to a point to where I had this conversation with my sister about me going out there and things like that. And by us being in foster care, she was just having this decision of me being too far away. So at that point, when she said me being too far away, I'd just be like, all right, well, I had the opportunity to go to UCLA or USC. At that time, it's no knock on UCLA, but at that time, they didn't even have a receiver coach. You know what I'm saying? They were still trying to figure out who was coming in and things like that. I think when I was making my decision towards the late end of the year, they ended up finding somebody, but by that time, like, already I made a relationship. So with the SC people, so I decided to just stay there and be around Kif and just be around my sister for the most part.
What's the lifestyle of a football player like at USC? You got any good stories for us, Keith?
Yeah, lifestyle SC for me, I was boring, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You got a former teammate, right? Hayes is gonna laugh at you. That's not true.
I was pretty boring. Our household was pretty lit. I stayed.
Who was there?
I stayed in the house with Silas Red, Xavier Grimble, Hayes Pillard, Robert Woods, DJ Morgan, and Deion Bailey. We called it the Palace. I actually got it tattooed on me.
Where's it at?
It's right here, actually.
Right on the wrist.
It's right there. Say Palace.
Can the camera see that? We need that on the camera. There we go.
Say the Palace. It was serious in there. It was like a group of brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and thank God we was a group of brothers who all was pretty good in their field or in the position they played. Well, I mean, we had a couple parties. Nothing too crazy.
That was in the Kiffin era, right? You mentioned?
Amazing.
So you really loved him as a head coach?
I can't speak for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I have nothing bad to say about Coach Kiff not even due to the fact, but he gave me an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I know what I was going to be at SC? No. You know what I'm saying? And just to let you know, like, me coming out of Sarah, going to SC, I was just strictly supposed to play defense.
Mm.
I didn't play receiver until my last year of high school.
That's wild.
Yeah, I played safety the whole time. So when I actually signed to go to SC, Coach Pola at the time ended up telling me, like, oh, you're going to play corner. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. At that point, it don't matter. Then I played receiver my senior year. Then they switched my defensive scholarship to athlete. Then Kiffin was like, we're just going to try you out at a receiver. Then if not, you can go back. So
were you there when Kiffin left during all that fallout, or was that after?
I was there. When they fired Kiff?
Yeah.
Kiff
people always mention that as like the stain in his resume. The fallout at USC, that's like the stain on his resume, despite the other great things he's done.
I think it's a stain on his resume because the way it was done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
isn't there something about him being on the tarmac and
they fired him, I think, believed on the plane.
You were on the plane when that happened?
Yeah, he got fired on the plane, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
So when he got to the tarmac, he was already fired.
Did he address you guys after?
Nah, I don't think he addressed it until the next day. We kind of knew though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of had an idea. Yeah, that was a crazy moment. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, crazy in the sense, like, for the defensive guys wasn't too fond of Kiff. You know what I'm saying? Because Kiff called the plays and things like that. So Kiffin really didn't socialize with the defensive guys at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so of course the defensive guys felt some type of way. But as an offensive guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as opportunity, like, and the way Kiff was for me, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he gave me endless opportunities. And I'm not talking about just me getting a scholarship to go to USC, more of on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be a time where he like, oh, run this. And I drop the ball or it get overthrown. Like, run it again. That's what people didn't understand about Kiffin. Like, Kiffin has the utmost faith in his players in the sense that if he know your abilities, he's gonna let you rock out as much as you want to.
So when you got to SC, and obviously you switched from defense to offense, did you want to play offense more? Were you nervous at all about, all right, I'm making this switch and this has been my position for 3 years?
I think I was just I was nervous overall.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we used to have summer workouts at SC and I didn't do well in them.
Really?
At all. Like, where I was sitting, I didn't do well in them at all. And Deion Bailey was the one guy who used to bash me. And that's my best friend, don't get me wrong. But he used to bash me. Like, what? How we give him an offer? Like, you go red shirt 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Till it got to a point to where that kind of made me nervous. But I had an opportunity to sit down with Rob. I was roommates with Robert Woods. And during the time I felt like I was struggling and having a hard time and really struggling during that first year of camp, he just told me, like, don't worry about it. Like, he made it a lot easier just letting me know, like, at the end of the day, we all go through it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you in college, it's your first year. Last year, I was sitting here doing the exact same thing, questioning it. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard. You know what I'm saying? But, like, he was like, but I promise you, once you get over this hump, and once you get past this camp, it'll be easy from there. And I'm not going to lie to you. I hopped off the bed, I was like, oh, for sure. I went out there and I did it, and I ain't going to lie to you. After that moment, ball was pretty much easy you know what I'm saying, to handle at that point.
Like after camp?
Like after that camp. It was just like what he said, you know what I'm saying, just get through this camp, you'll be able to handle anything from this point. And it was just like after that camp, it was just like I felt like it was hard. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, if that was hard, like it isn't really not gonna get no harder than this. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's crazy though to go from starting to play receiver your senior year of high school to winning the Biletnikoff. Like that right there. It doesn't. I hear you talk about the transition, but clearly the game must have came to you at that level pretty quickly.
I forgot the Biletnikoff. Yeah, no, the game came quick. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I found excuses for myself, and I'm not gonna say excuses because it really happened. So, like, real football mind is to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to me coming into SC, you know what I'm saying? Like, my first year, the reason why I did well my first year at SC, nobody was worried about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I still had to catch the ball and run. Don't get me wrong, you feel what I'm saying? But, like, nobody was worried about me. Yeah, Robert Woods, who went crazy his rookie year, you feel what I'm saying? They had everybody else to worry about. So, for me, being a freshman just coming in, it was like, all right, we're just going to stick somebody who's okay on him, and we're going to handle everybody else to where it's like the dude who was okay just wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? So, at that point in time, even after my first year, it wasn't like, oh, yeah, you went out there, you went over 1,000, like, you're great. It was more of like, the game plan for Woody, bro. Like, they didn't game plan for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't get too high on your horse and things like that. Then my sophomore year, you had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it was two of us out there, but you had to game plan for both of us. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I knew, like, okay, well, team's going to have to game plan for you, Marqise. So what are you going to do at this point? Then after I did that year, and I did well that year, that's when I realized, like, okay, you're actually okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you thought.
That's when I thought. After my second year, that's when I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I can play. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that's when I knew after my second year, like, okay, like, you probably actually can't go to the league.
So once you are about to go to the league, your draft process, 2014, right? What was your draft day like?
Draft day. So I thought I was going to go first round, of course, like anybody else who goes to the thing. But
is that because teams tell you that, or is it just because you obviously have faith in your ability?
It's a lot of things, honestly. It's teams talking, in a sense, projection, what you see on TV, analysts, things like that. There's a lot of things, honestly. But then a lot of things change when you do go to combine. I'm not a 40 runner at all. So I think a lot of people thought I was going to run a lot faster. Like, no. I'm like more on the field type fast. But it still don't matter. I got hurt that year, my junior year, messed up my leg, so therefore I dropped in the draft. But that experience is amazing. Like, anybody who have the opportunity to go and allowed to go, I say should go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the guy's name, but it was a guy who was at the draft this year who went like 4th round and still was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get mad respect. You know what I'm saying? Because the pride to actually sit there over those days, you know what I'm saying? Like, personally, like, not personally, but between me and you is more of that first day, I went back to the room and I punched a hole in the wall.
That's not funny. But
you know what I'm saying? But,
no, I get what you're saying.
Laugh, you know
you look like you're about to swear, so it made me laugh. But yeah, no, I understand the frustration. It's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think you're supposed to go a certain position and you don't go and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was upset, you know what I'm saying? So you got to sit down and really calm yourself down to understand, like, all right, you're still in a position where you're going to get an opportunity to do something that you love. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for me, it was like, all right, you didn't go first round, but you know you're going to go second. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's enjoy this opportunity because I actually wanted to go after the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was that guy, like, you know what? I don't want to be here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to where I had to sit in the bathroom, cry it out, and really be like, all right, what type of person do you really want the world to see you as? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everybody know you're going to get drafted and things like that, but then leaving the draft, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's going to show people that something about you. You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
I decided, like, hey, you know what? I'm going to throw on another suit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to go out there the next day, and I'm going to sit there. And my biggest thing is, like, walking across that stage, taking those pictures, regardless of the first round, second round. The guy out this year went out 4th round. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That experience will never come forth again. You know what I'm saying? So if you get the opportunity to take that that chance, you feel what I'm saying? Like, take the chance. You know what I'm saying? I understand some people stay home because there's more family members they got to be around and things like that. Very understandable. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you get the opportunity, like, I took that opportunity and I went. So, for me, draft day was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie to you besides not getting drafted first round. You know what I'm saying? But the opportunity of seeing your mom happy, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I was in foster care, so I had my mom, my, like, foster parents there and things like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to see them happy and see where I'm at this point, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that was the best thing about it.
What was your reaction when you got the call?
From Jacksonville? I was hyped. I'm not going to lie to you. One, I'm not going to lie to you. I did not know where Jacksonville was. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm very narrow-minded, so I didn't know the team
that's not your side of the country.
And I didn't really talk to Jacksonville during the process.
That's what I was going to say,
like, So I remember talking to, like, Tampa. It was more like East Coast New York and stuff like that, so I didn't really talk to Jacksonville. So when they called, it's crazy because when I was going to decide to go to Miami, the coach that was in Jacksonville at that time was at Miami.
Okay.
So he was the first thing he said, like, I couldn't get you in college, but I got you now.
That's cool to hear.
So,
I'm sure amazing. At that point.
So I'm like, oh, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, yeah. So when I got to go, so you had to leave like 2 days later.
Wow.
So I ended up leaving, going back home, packing a bag, and going out there. But it was amazing, man, to get that call, to know that a team really wants you, you know what I'm saying, and want you to go out there and do what they can for you. But then understanding, like, this is that new process of you really becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where you at, staying home, like, it's the process of now you having a job, your responsibilities, you know what I'm saying, and you being able to control your life from that point on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the biggest thing for me is, like, I never really wanted to be home anyway, so that experience, God just gave me the opportunity to just leave after college. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got that, you learn a lot. Like, Jacksonville made me learn what type of person I am in the sense of, you know what I'm saying, like, I looked at people weird when they was alone and going to eat alone, and I just didn't think fond of it. I thought you were always supposed to be with somebody. When I got to Jacksonville, it was like, man, sometimes you need that time alone. You know what I'm saying? To think alone and be in your own space and things like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like Jacksonville helped me become more of a man in the sense of understanding, like, the importance, what I thought was important and what I need to get home to wasn't as important. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got a job here, you got responsibilities, so you can't even get back over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but understanding, like, you not being able to get back over there, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and put you in a state of mind, like, you can handle what's here, then focus on what's there later. So it helped me become more of a man going to Jacksonville.
One thing that, when you were talking about Jacksonville, it made me think about is Travis Hunter. You and him kind of have some parallels in the sense that, of course, the Jacksonville connection, but you also played both sides of the ball, but then in college were offensive-minded. What's your reaction to all the talk about, first of all, what he does in games and all the snaps that he plays? Let's start with that. How hard is that actually? Because you're someone that can really speak on that. You've done both.
It's going to be hard. You feel what I'm saying? The thing about Travis is he doesn't do anything. He's really into football, so I know he's taking care of his body like he's supposed to. But, like, the NFL is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a shot on him or nothing like that. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? So the dynamic of it is going to be hard on top is trying to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? But the capability of him doing it, yeah, of course. And I feel like you should give him the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I do believe he can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying 50 plays of offense, 50 plays, you know what I'm saying, defense like that is going to kill him, you feel what I'm saying, if you try to do it like that. But to sprinkle him in here and there and give him the opportunity to really go out and do it, like, don't put a cap on what he can really do for you.
That's how I feel, too. A lot of people just doubt already for no reason, which he did it in college at a high level. Did you keep up with his college career?
Yeah, but a lot of people are going to tell you college and NFL is two different things.
And they're correct. But even the endurance and stamina it takes to do what he did in college, I guess I just hadn't seen that. Okay. And so I was amazed to see that. But, I mean, in college, do you think, given the chance, could you have played both, too?
I'm not even about to, no.
No? Why not?
I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to sit here and gaslight myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do it. You feel what I'm saying? Can you sprinkle me in? And yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted me to put me on defense to guard somebody, I'm pretty sure that's where I started at is on defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in the caliber in which he, I'm not even about to just gas myself to him. You feel what I'm saying? Do I believe at that time, if somebody gave me an opportunity to do it, I would have been, I probably would have. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but he's killing it now. You feel what I'm saying?
How do you quantify what changes from college to the NFL? Because a lot of people say the speed of the game, people are bigger, faster, stronger.
All of that. But then you got to understand this. And this is the thing that this is why I say it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might be going in against the top corner in college, the top whatever in college. And I'm not saying that corner who get drafted is not going to be a great player in the NFL the next year he goes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or that year he get drafted. But you got to understand this. To guard Nico Collins and to get guarded by they top corner, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get they all 24/7. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that I thought about. And I'm not even going to use that example. Think about this. To come in and have to go against Richard Sherman, you feel what I'm saying, in his prime, you feel what I'm saying, and you coming out of college, you feel what I'm saying? Like it's just, that's what I mean by different.
Yeah.
Going against Cam Chancellor in that defense, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I thought I was good too. And I didn't do bad against Seattle, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Granted, Cam didn't play, you feel what I'm saying? But I didn't do bad, but it's just that dynamic of like, these are different guys, you know what I'm saying? These are guys who've been playing 6 years. Not only do they got the physicality and the mental capacity to actually do it, but they have done it. So if you do something wrong and they seen it, they're able to capitalize. You know what I'm saying? It's not young-minded things. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the stuff that you're dealing with. But then you got to understand this. You're dealing with men. And some men might tell you, like, yeah, we want him to do it, but at the end of the day, like, it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm a safety that come down and blast people, you feel what I'm saying? Now, Travis Hunter's going, I'm going to blast you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, then when you come back on the other side, you got to come down and blast somebody else. Like, and that's where we talk about the physicality and being able to withstand. You know what I'm saying? Like, those hits in the NFL are way different than the hits in college. You know what I'm saying? I barely got touched in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, NFL, if you barely get touched, most likely it hurts.
I'm excited to see how it plays out for him, though.
He's going to be great.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to make his primary position. Or they probably just, listen, it's Jacksonville at the end of the day. One thing I know about Jacksonville is they're going to be open to letting you do what you need to do to be great.
That's why I was excited that he went there, because I felt like it was a franchise that was open-minded. And I think that was a quote from the GM. It was, this is a player that can not only change a franchise, but change all of football, which that made me think that they were open to him playing both positions at least.
Bro, Jacksonville's a great place. Like, they had their struggles over the years, don't get me wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's been a struggle. You feel what I'm saying? When I was there, it was a struggle. You feel what I'm saying? We made it to the AFC Championship once, you feel what I'm saying? Other than that, when I first got there, I won, 3 games? The next year, won 4?
That AFC Championship there, I know it didn't end how you wanted. Is that the most memorable game in Jacksonville? Had to be, right?
That game was amazing. And you know what's the most memorable moment of that game? It's not even the game. It was before the game. I was stretching in the end zone. And Jalen Ramsey is like right here. And Brady come out. And Brady, you know, people think Brady ain't nice when he's on the football field. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he come out and look at Jalen like, ah! Jalen like, yeah! And they just looking at each other. You can tell, like, all right, yeah, I'm coming after you, and I'm coming after you. You know what I'm saying? And that was the most prime moment, because then that's when I realized, like, oh, yeah, like, this is going to be one. Like, this is going to be a game. And it was a game, man. It was a game. We unfortunately took an L in that game, but it was on us. When I say us, the offense. When I say offense, I mean offense as in a whole. From saying to the coordinators and all. And I just feel like we was doing really well. And I feel like when we was up, we decided to take our foot off the gas a little bit. Where we were just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get by or just trying to waste time rather than really trying to move the ball. And you can't do that with Brady. Everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do that with Brady, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we were just trying to stall, and it got to a point where they got up and we couldn't do nothing about it.
Obviously, you were in a competitive mindset, but watching Tom Brady on the field, did you kind of have a sense in the back of your mind also, like, I'm kind of watching history, because he'll go down as one of, if not the greatest of all time? Are you not even there as a competitor?
Fuck, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, at this point in time, I want to beat him.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about him being nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Due to the fact that this, and I hate that we lost that game, but
I can tell it's still
it hurts.
it's hurting you.
Yeah, it hurts because you understand, like,
no, I get it.
our defense, like that was at that time we had the best defense in the NFL, hands down. Hands down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might have some debates or whatever. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like A.J. Bouye, Jalen Ramsey, Gibb, them dudes been back there with the Miles Jack and the Telvin Smith and all them. Yeah, it was really, it was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew for a fact we turned the ball over. We don't score. We getting the ball back for sure. And it was like that like every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, hands down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie to you. So it did hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because I did want to see them guys go further and win. And then, honestly, you want to see the franchise win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just get to see the stats and, I mean, the score and, you know what I'm saying, the record. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't see the due diligence in which, one, the time and stuff that goes into building up Jacksonville, you know what I'm saying, but then making it a loving place and not understanding, like, the fans in which they got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jacksonville lit. Like, I still talk to people to this day, you know what I'm saying, who's fans that just check on the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just happy Mother's Day to you and the family, you know what I'm saying, making sure you're all good and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Not getting the same response, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. Yeah. And I'm not going to say that it's not different in other spots too, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you expect that from San Francisco. You expect that from, you know what I'm saying, California and things like that.
It's kind of underrated.
Jacksonville, I just don't feel like it gets, and granted, you might say I'm biased because I played there and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just don't feel like it get enough love like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, yeah, the team is what it is, but as far as the people and the type of city it is, like, it's made for great people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not where you can do much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not where you can do much.
Community-oriented.
More community-oriented things and things like that. It's not to where you can go to the mall and go shopping and have this to go to and things like that. It's more about being around your family, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Being around the city, introducing yourself to the people in the city and making those relationships and just enjoying the town for what it is.
Is there anything you would change about your NFL career?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't expect you to answer like that right away.
Of course. Not necessarily... just the way you go about things.
Mm-hmm. What do you wish you knew then that you know now about the NFL?
Taking advantage more of, like, NFLPA and opportunities outside of ball. I think the field stuff, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with injuries and things like that. Like, the field, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave that what I gave it, but I feel like just more of the opportunities off the field and things like that, like, we get stuck in this mindset of just making money and doing our job and just really getting home. You know, I understand if you have a family, you know what I'm saying? Like, at that time, I didn't have no families, you know what I'm saying? Like, and getting home and things like that, like, but really pouring into, like, giving back into the NFLPA and not understanding, you might think it's just a time, just taking your time, but it's not. That's how I thought about it. Like, oh, it's something that's going to take my time and things like that, but not understanding, like, those things and things like that give you opportunity to find a new life outside of ball when that time comes.
So your transition, which I've learned more talking to you about it, but you became a savvy investor after the league as well.
Yeah, okay.
And Hayes Florida always talks about missing out on Crumble Cookie. And you were an early investor in Crumble. You got to tell that story, Keith. You got to tell that story.
Just a silent investor. After football, you try to figure out life. Mm-hmm. I fell into the same realm of everybody else in the sense of just trying to figure out what I want to do and things like that. Just start searching stuff, talking to people, and franchises came up. So I looked to try to get into Crumble. Crumble denied me like every week, every day that I decide to send in applications. I mean, I like to do diligence because they sent you a response back every time.
What year was this, by the way?
Like my 14, like 16.
Wow. Okay. So early for sure.
Yeah, so I was trying like 16, 17 to get in, and they was just denying me. And it was understandable, you know what I'm saying? Once you learn about business and understand like how it works and not about really how much money you got, it's about what's out there and what's working. Like, a lot of people want to work with people that already got the business structure going rather than you just coming in with money and think you just hop in. So I kind of understood it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my name didn't mean nothing in the franchise world. So just tried to get in, and I had an opportunity through my manager to get in, like, kind of on the operations side to just gain a little percent. And she actually moved out to Texas, where they had some crumbles, and we had some opportunities to make the store better and make profitable, you know what I'm saying? And they decided just to let us in and decided just to pay up and just get in on percentage. And actually, Crumble is doing very well. Very well. So if you want to go get some, you guys. But it's doing very well. It was one of, like, my first little investments, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing too crazy, but it seems it's going well. Like, but you just can't get lost in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot of things that's going to pop as fast as in which that thing did. You know what I'm saying? Like, luckily I got some good people and things like that where they open up doors for opportunities for me to meet some other people to get in some things. So I actually got in a little percentage in Chicago and things like that too. But that still don't feed me getting up and doing anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So still got to figure that out. But yeah, I got into the investment, man. I got into Crumble. Crumble's doing well. I got some real estate in California, some condos next to the Staples Center.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I haven't heard about that one. What's been your most profitable investment? I'm assuming Crumble, or is it in real estate?
Real estate been doing very well for me.
How'd you get in there?
My first home was just buying.
Mm-hmm.
I bought early out here, very early. Then in the resale was good. How I got into real estate, I mean, everybody always talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't know the dynamic of what you want to do in it, I knew at the end of the day, just buy and your money would just be there regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, real estate, if you have your money just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to make money. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting to a project where it's called the Metropolis. It's next to the Staples Center. I ended up finding out that they was actually building, before they even broke ground, I ended up finding out.
You're just well connected? You just got the connect?
Somebody just randomly threw that on me. I don't know how I found that out. I'm not going to lie to you. Somebody just mentioned it to me like, hey, I heard you trying to go in real estate. Like, you should look into, like, the Metropolis coming. I'm like, wait, what is that? And it was like, it's coming downtown next to the Staples Center. So I'm like, all right, cool. So not going to lie to you. I ended up locking in, like, 3 of the apartments in there. Before the fully development, I ended up selling 2 off. A 2-bedroom, 2 2-bedrooms, for sure profitable. And now I have 1,100 square foot, like, 1 bedroom with its own, like, I have to show you, but it's like its own patio. The building, yeah, it's like.
Sounds beautiful.
It's amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, yeah, just little things like that, man. I don't want to go broke.
What do you miss? I mean, I wasn't even gonna laugh at that, but I'm like, you're killing it in so many realms. What's the thing you miss the most about the NFL and the least when you look back on it now?
Most brotherhood. Like, to be in that locker room and to be around all those guys and knowing why we all going out there to do it for, like, I think any player will tell you that. You feel what I'm saying? It's not the money, it's not none of that, it's not the games and things like that. It's more of just being in our locker room, knowing that what you got to do for the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in foster care as a kid. You feel what I'm saying? So I treat everybody in the locker room like as a brother. And as a brother, you demand certain things out of me. So, like, that's what we do it for. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and to come in and know that you can joke and laugh and mess around, or even if you get into it, you know what I'm saying? Get into it. But know y'all just be cool right after, because at the end of the day, y'all doing it for the same reason. You know what I'm saying? And doing it for the same team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the best part. That's the part you miss. You know what I'm saying? Because every day you get to go in there and see 60 guys, you feel what I'm saying, that you know you can have any conversation with. You know what I'm saying? Like, on a day-to-day basis. Like, now, when you're not in there or you're not getting the opportunity, like, everybody got families and things now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you'll text a guy, he'll text you 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that's how the relationships is nowadays, which is okay. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
We all got families, but it's just different when you're able to walk in there every day and see the guy and be like, all right, I get to chill with this guy, laugh with this guy all day, then go home with the family and come back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Are the workouts the thing you miss the least? The hits?
What's the least, man? What's the least I miss? The fines is probably what you miss the least.
You racked up a lot of fines?
Oh, man. Not a lot, but I knocked up a good one. I kicked the ball in the stands. They fined me $10K.
Why'd you do that?
Because I was upset that it took me 6 games to score a touchdown.
Oh.
So I booted in the stand. I never did it again. Yeah, I never did it again.
Just like a gut reaction?
For sure, gut reaction. But, I mean, what you hate about the NFL,
obviously, it's a blessing to make it to that point for sure.
Yeah, probably the worst thing you can... Workouts, that's probably about it. Workouts is tough.
Oh, I can imagine. You played with some big personalities, though, too, right? Is there one that stands out as the biggest personality in the locker room that you played with?
In which locker room?
Any of them.
I played with Jalen Ramsey. That's a personality that stayed out to stand out for you.
In what way? What's he like behind the scenes?
Jalen, he a cool dude, A1. Not gonna lie to you, but one thing you gotta understand about Jalen is always gonna be confident. Jalen told me he was gonna make $100 million when he first came to Jacksonville. And Jalen made $100 million. I swear to God, first year I'm gonna make $100 million. He brought the Brinks truck. I'm not gonna lie to you, like.
You're like, whoa, you were right.
It's crazy, like, but I'm trying to figure out. I play with a lot of guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of guys. Prince. I play with Prince. Prince is probably one of the funniest guys on the team for sure.
Who's the toughest corner you ever faced?
Oh man. Besides the two I practiced against, I had AJ Bouye and Jalen Ramsey with me every day, so that was pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. But man, who we have?
The fact that you can't remember one, then that probably just means that
I haven't played
you were
football
doing your thing.
in like 10 years, man.
The memories, they stay with you, no?
It's been so long, you know what I'm saying? Like, I played against Xavier was nice. Xavier Rhodes was nice.
Okay.
Big body. Xavier was nice. I actually, I got a story about Xavier too. I got Xavier Rhodes on a good play. Good play in the game. You probably can see it on the highlights somewhere when I played him. But a good play on the game. And I remember the next year we ended up going one-on-ones because we went to practice against them in a team practice. And I was just chilling on the side like, nah. Come on. I remember what you did to me last year. Come on. I was like, golly, like, bro, I totally half forgot. But he was like, no, I remember, like, come on. But he was all cool with it, but he was really gay. I played against him. Joe Hayden was good, too. Joe Hayden was good. Who else I played against, man? I played against Revis during that time, too, on his later ending times. Very smart. You give him any type of tendency that he recognizes,
he's going to pick up on it?
It's over. Richard Sherman, he didn't play that game. He didn't play the game when I played him. I can tell you who the top corners was at that time. Like, Richard Sherman was for sure that top. Well, that whole defense was crazy. Who else we had over there?
Did you play Malcolm Butler?
Oh, Malk. Yeah, but Malk, yeah.
You should have seen the face. Keys, come on.
Malk was straight. I mean, he was good. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no disrespect to him. He was really good. But the Gilmore was nice. Stephon Gilmore was amazing. Stephon Gilmore is the reason why we didn't even make it past the AFC Championship. He was actually guarding Dede when we threw that ball to him and he batted it down. Clearly, I remember that play. Well, not too many. I don't remember too many guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you on the defensive side.
Do you have one most memorable play of your NFL career?
Of mine? Yeah. Taking a kickoff return to the house against Houston.
I was going to say, was that against the Texans?
Yeah, but Hayes was on the team at the time.
You got to tell about the story with Trey Boston versus the Chargers. You know, going at it.
Hayes is over here yelling about a Trey Boston story.
Oh no! I almost lost.
We'll find the clip. If you don't tell us, we're gonna find the clip.
Almost lost us the game.
Okay, so go ahead and run that story back because I don't remember this one.
We was playing the game. Our offensive coordinator ran a route in the sun. So we told him not to run the route on that side. Of course, Trey Boston, we was cool. We still cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but on the field, it's just a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're competitors.
Yeah, you're not too cool because I got to block him. He got to hit me, all type of shit. So it's not too cool. So he knows that I can't see. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he knows. You feel what I'm saying? So long story short, I come out the route. I'm looking. The ball goes clearly over my head. Clearly over my head. Trey come and blast me. Boom, blast me. So head-to-head collision, they throw a flag. So you have to post the clip, okay?
We will.
When we talk about this, you have to show them the clip with because it was terrible. I almost lost us the game. I feel bad about it. But when he hit me, I was so excited that they threw the flag. Oh, man. That I did a dumbass dance. You got to see.
What did you do?
I don't even know why I did the dance. I ain't never did the dance.
Seems like you just did some out-of-body stuff on the football field sometimes.
I'm not even going to lie to you. The dance was like...
Keys.
I swear to God.
You just started hitting that randomly?
You got to show the clip. The dance was like that. I ain't never danced like that in my life. The dance was like that.
Did you watch that back later and be like, what did I have going on?
They threw a flag on me. They threw a flag on me for taunting. So we didn't even get the flag. We got pushed. So
you were all excited. You did. Oh, that's.
So, of course, the coaches called me to the sideline. I get cussed out. You feel what I'm saying? Luckily, Blake Bortles, who everybody talk about, throws a touchdown. I think somehow we end up winning the game. But it was the worst. There you go. You talking about the worst? That was my worst moment in the NFL as far as just like, and this is how I know it's bad. Because you got friends in the league. So every year they show us a video of what not to do in the NFL. And I'm on that
You're on the
video dancing. And I know because players was calling me like, hey, bro, you on the video of what not to do? Like, we sitting over here laughing at you. I'm like, oh, my God. It's still to this day. People still look at it. Still sending to me.
They have a video of that? Oh, I'm
bad.
Sorry.
It's bad.
You can look back and laugh now, though, right? You probably went up to Bortles after and thank you for throwing that touchdown. Thank you.
Nah, I was miserable that day. We won, but I was sick.
You probably didn't want to talk to anybody?
Nah, because I really almost lost us the game. You know, and people say we wasn't that good at that time. So at that time, you feel what I'm saying, we needed everything that we can get. And us moving back wasn't ideal.
What was Bortles like as a teammate?
A1. Bortles was A1, man. Bortles, a lot of people don't like him as a player, of course. You know what I'm saying? Iffy. I enjoy Bortles. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, his throwing wasn't as accurate as the players in which quarterbacks we see now, but I feel like he made up for it for his running. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never against a quarterback running. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially if you got the legs to actually get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was amazing because I feel like what we needed out of him, he actually gave us. Then off the field as a person, he's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I tell you got to really meet people off the field. Like, because off the field, he's amazing. He ain't got no problems. Like, type of person, if you tell him to come kick it, he going to come kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tell him to go party, he going to go party with you. Blake came off to me like kind of like Johnny.
Really?
In the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blake partied a lot.
I actually haven't heard the Blake Bortles Johnny Manziel comparison.
Yeah,
that might be a first.
It's not as hype, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the NFL comes in and the partying, like, people who play with Jacksonville understand, like, Blake used to be in the bars. And we talking about we played, Sunday? And then he was in the bars Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Oh, yeah, let's go Blake. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
he's a fan of a good time.
He enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, some people that you might think just because, they experienced, they've been, like, some people haven't experienced it. Sometimes they just want to enjoy it, too. And that's the stigma of a quarterback, though, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Your quarterback is really ain't no doing none of that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Like, because you really controlling the team, and at the end of the day, everybody looks up to you. So it kind of sucks, but you can't feel too sorry for it because at the end of the day, you know what you signed up for.
Last question for you. What would be your advice to wide receivers entering the NFL today?
Yeah, be smart with your bread, honestly. That's the first thing. Be smart with your money.
How can they do that? Because I obviously know people say that, but what does that really look like? Because I think you could help people.
I mean, well, of course I went to trial and error. But just ask questions, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's something that you want, I feel like we have enough resources around us just to ask before you actually just decide to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Say if it's a Rolex that you want, things like that. Like, maybe if you ask the right people or you just put it out there that you want it, like, you might get an opportunity where it might be cheaper than this guy. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe one of your boys actually got one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just communication. Like, just to think out that you can go out there and just do it yourself. Like, just ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be so pressed to get things. You know what I'm saying? You know, new guys coming into the league. Oh, he got a Cuban. Oh, I want a Cuban and things like that. Like, just be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got different money. Now it's NIL. Everybody got money. You know what I'm saying? But just be smart about it. Then on top of that, one of the biggest things that I preach and I make sure that kids stay on is making sure you have something set up for yourself outside of ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's, you know what I'm saying? If that's getting it done, getting it set up now, you feel what I'm saying? Or just having an idea or some type of just notes in your book, just letting you know what you want to do for the future. Because the ideal life, personally for me, the ideal life of just sitting on the couch and just having the money and think you're not going to do nothing, like, you get bored. Like you said, I got all these investments and things like that. That's actually going very well. But at the end of the day, I'm still not getting up and doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And every day that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? So you try to find ways, like, just find ways outside of ball. Everybody's not going to make it. You got to understand that. And even for the guys who got $100 million and things like that, like, you got to have something outside of ball. You're going to be a great father. You're going to be a great husband. But at the end of the day, you still going to have to find something to feed yourself. You got to understand, and these are guys who been working hard, creating an identity, finding out who you really are as a person, you know what I'm saying, as far as getting through certain things and realizing who you are. And now to get through football and completely just shut it down, you know what I'm saying, like, it's going to eat you alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's more about, I found my inner stuff, you know what I'm saying, and me is, I want to do more about, I'm trying to go into player development. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know I can teach a kid a lot on the football field, in which I don't mind doing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the importance comes more from making sure they have a plan outside of ball and making sure that the financial stability and understanding their finances and just understanding money and how money works. Because regardless if you say it or not, you know what I'm saying, I don't like spending at all. But every day I find myself having to spend on something. You know what I'm saying? Either my kids, you know what I'm saying, food for the, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find ways to manage, and figure out how the ways you can save or tax benefits. You know what I'm saying? LLCs. You know what I'm saying? Like, understanding things like that. Like, understanding, like, when you buy a home, you get tax benefits off that. And if you got a spouse, buy another one, put in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, understanding things like that is just trying to save you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get mad about other people and how he's getting taxed that much, he make that much money. Well, he's finding ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's ways to actually do it. And I feel like while we in the NFL, we got opportunities to actually have our hands on these people to actually help us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, once you get out, unfortunately, like, if you didn't make the relationships, people are not going to want to help you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not doing nothing for yourself. So it's like, my biggest thing is just making sure you got something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to player development. I want to help kids get better as far as off the field and making sure they know what they want to do. And just getting people in front of their faces outside of athletes, but even athletes, you know what I'm saying? Athletes who got it put together. I want to get athletes who didn't have it put together, you know what I'm saying, to let you know that it can happen.
Learn from it.
That's all it is, you know what I'm saying? So just letting kids know that there's more opportunity outside of football and the sports in which you decide to play. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there who want to help you, and you want to kind of get a grasp on that now before it's too late.
Very well said. Marqise Lee, thanks so much for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.